Hello, everyone. I will read what I wrote today. It's been many, many days. I wasn't open. I wasn't able to write really. If only mothers would march. If only mothers would march, holding their children in their arms, carrying the weight of generations, lifting the future from the ashes of starvation. If only mothers would march out of occupation, out of tunnels dark and suffocating, out of a prison cold and walls that are also within. If only mothers would march, sleeping in the streets, raising their voices as a fierce storm, saying no to war, no to revenge, and yes to life, yes to justice, yes to peace. Roar, mothers. I say roar. Let your grief become thunder. Let your tears flood the walls. Let your footsteps shake the foundations of violence. Lead, mothers, lead. You carry the power of creation and destruction, of nature and fierce resistance. Walk the streets with open hearts, chant the prayers of liberation. Break the silence that feeds the siege. We fast with Gaza's children. We fast with your hostages, with our hostages, with all the ones who are held by oppression systems. We continue to name them 35 days and it's ongoing. We continue to remember them. We continue to come and we continue to call because silence is complicity, because love is our most radical weapon. We fast to remember the womb is the first place of resistance, the mother's embrace, the first shelter of hope. So rise, mothers, rise with your children in your arms, rise with your voices like fire, rise until the walls falls, until the chains breaks, until the children laugh again in freedom's light. March until we all go out and welcome them coming back home. Look them in the eyes and say, we are sorry. We are sorry, but now we remember again. Never again is now to you. Never again is for tomorrow. Never again. Their hunger is ours. I did not translate it to Arabic, nor is it also in Hebrew. Sorry.
Those words they're pointing to, where they touch you. Mm. Thank you, May, for guiding us home again and again through your words and prayers into our own heart, into our shared heart. Yeah, and maybe just a few words on to add to that, because I feel that this prayer is speaking to the core of Satyam, of what we do. Satyam, we opened 1.5 years ago as a continuation of the peace work that May and me and many others who are part of the Satyam community have been on a journey on for, I think, 14 years, since 2015 years, since 2010, 11, 12, when we all met in a place called Ikome, in a community where we lived and co-created the life that we want to see in this land for everyone and beyond. A place where we listen, where we meet, where we listen to each other's truth. We listen with an open heart to take each other in, our stories, our perspectives, our experiences, to learn and to learn about what separates us and how we learned to separate each other and ourselves from life, and learn about the systems that separate us, that we grow up in, and start learning how to break the walls that we have cultivated in our own psyche, in our own hearts, and to fall in love again with life, and to fall in love again with those we call our enemy, because we understand that they're just a mirror of our own soul.
Mm.
And that we are born equal, though we don't treat each other equal, and learn how we can change those systems and structures, that on this planet we also treat each other as equal, as we all deserve. And we stand with life. We don't pick sides. We stand with those who are oppressed, with those who are not seen and not heard. And we stand against those systems who continuously try to break us and separate us, because they separate us from our own humanity. No matter if we're a victim or a perpetrator in this game, we are all so Satyam. We stand for this shared humanity, and we stand for finding a path to heal those wounds that keep recreating the cycles of violence. And we stand for learning and studying how we can connect and become powerful as community to make a difference, because we believe that it is us. There's no one else. We cannot wait for the politicians to fix the problems and the challenges and the separation and the discrimination and the racism and the occupation and the stealing of things from people that can't defend themselves all over the world. It is us who have to stand up, because today we have privilege to have food, but this will not last. Today we need to use our privilege that we have right now to have shelter, to have food, to stand with those who don't, so that tomorrow they will stand with us. So today we stand with the people in the West Bank who are going through incredible experiences of theft, of violence, and we stand with those in Gaza, and we stand with everyone, with the hostages, and with every human being that is suffering right now. And we need to call out strongly the injustice that's happening. And that's why we're on hunger strike, because this is the strongest mean we can find in this severe and urgent situation of incredible suffering that's happening right now. So we stand for the end of the war, for a permanent ceasefire to allow enough food and nutrition and medical supply into Gaza. This is why we're on hunger strike. And this is for us just a stepping stone on the long road of healing and of justice and of dignity and safety for all beings here in the land and beyond. This is part of, this is part of a global journey we're on. So thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. Some of you, wow, I already feel so close to my heart seeing you every day with us almost. Some of you every day. That's so touching. And yeah, just you give us so much strength to continue. It's day 35. I really feel my body, but the soul is very strong and the purpose is very clear. And thank you for all your presence, all your support, all your hearts. Thank you so much for being with us and standing with us, and for everything that each one of you is contributing to this world that we all know is possible. It's possible. It's possible. Peace is possible. It's possible. We know it. That's why we're here, to make it real for every soul here. So thank you for your faith, your courage, everything you do. You're so important. Thank you for being with us. And I'm so happy to welcome Susanne today with us, who is also on the journey of healing and of bringing people together to connect with the self, to connect to a different reality where we can be in touch with life and we can feel our hearts and through the medicine of movement. And also she's engaged in right now about the holding with Yael Deckelbaum, correct me if I'm wrong, a peace festival, and with others a peace festival in Germany. So she's also she's also connected to the land here through people, and you can just share more about your activism as well through the work of movement and the work of dance. And I'm just grateful that you were so spontaneously available to join us and to come on and just full yes, like yes, I'm coming. And yeah, I'm happy to today to listen to you, to be with you, to come with your invitation for us. Thank you for taking the time. It's really appreciated.
Thank you so much for the invitation, David and May. I'm very grateful. And I'm very, very touched by you two speaking. I'm near to the tears. I'm really shaken to the bones when I listen to you and when I feel your energy. It's so strong. And I really feel connected to your land. And I'm very, very touched by what's happening right now there. Yes. And my work is embodying, coming back to really feeling the feelings, feeling the emotions, being expression of the emotions, being expression of the prayer, being expression of deep, deep helplessness and powerlessness. And like the things that are the most difficult to feel, that we really can contact them, because if we are really frustrated, it's very, very difficult to address to those feelings, but it's still important to address those feelings and integrate them. Because then I have the feeling we can go into action from a more calm and more connected place within us. Yeah, first of all, welcome to everybody. I missed to welcome you all. So the practice of authentic movement is to go deeper and deeper into your own subconscious, to really connect to the shadow parts of yourself, where mostly if we cannot integrate our shadow parts, that's the place from where we project on others, where we lose the connection, where we still like the big story of the world right now is the story of separation, and what we need is the story of interbeing, of interconnectedness. And authentic movement and voice is a practice where you can really deeply get into connection with your unconscious, with your soul, with your body, with your expression, with your emotions. So for me, it's an ongoing practice since 30 years, or even more than 30 years, and it helps me to go through all the difficulties we are facing now, especially like in the last years. It helped me a lot. Yeah. I'm coming from being a dancer, a dance performer, a voice performer, a body worker, and I worked a lot with women. so women find back to their power and connect to their womb and connect to the earth. Because I had the feeling that also women are often separated from their real power. And mothers, like May was talking about the mothers, like prayer of the mothers, where are the mothers? Actually, David, it's not like I'm not hosting this festival with Yael, but we are both in the same festival. It's a peace festival next week. But I'm in another peace. I'm in another peace festival in August with women. It's a women's peace festival where we will do a ritual. We will do quite some interesting work to find back the power for the women, so that the women are stronger in their no to violence and have a clear direction. Well, I'm pretty excited because I'm so touched, I have to tell you. So what I would invite us all together into contact into our own bodies and our own feelings. So if you want, are you ready? Are you ready for that, or you still have some questions? Any questions coming up? No. Yeah.
So I'm curious. I'm curious to hear more about you and your background and how you got to all this. I mean, you just seem so genuine and authentic. And I saw your expressions on your face, how moved you, not just your face, your whole, how moved, just how you got to where you are. And I think you're from Germany.
I'm live in Berlin, yeah. Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah. Just really curious.
Actually, I realized, thank you for the question, Evelyn. I realized that already as a child that things go really wrong in our society. So very early on, I was very aware of some things going really wrong. And I never fit into the society and the system. I never fit into what was already prepared. I didn't never fit in school. And so I had to find my own way from the very beginning on. And I was a very rebellious child. And I was a lot in contact with my anger. I was a very angry child because I didn't accept how it was. And my anger was so much for the others that I was closed into rooms. They should. I was too much for my mother. I understand her now, but she closed me in rooms. So I had to deal with my anger, and I did a lot of anger work and also anger workshops in order to have a better handling with the anger. So it becomes really my power, and I can bring it into good action. So I had to learn to integrate my anger in a good way, to embody it. The same with frustration, the same with helplessness. So I had to deal a lot with that very early on already. And I was a mover all from the beginning on. I loved moving. I loved to express through movement. It was really my tool. And sitting in school was so horrible for me. So I came to start to dance, and then I found out in my dance school we had authentic movement. It's already more than 30 years ago, and this for me was like really the opening into this was really the practice for me because it's in the same time creative, spiritual, psychologically healing, and it helps that finally you're not frozen because a lot of people are frozen in trauma. And if you're frozen in trauma, you're not able to do anything, to change anything, and to do anything good to society, to bring it further in our new world. I'm envisioning the new world. I have it in my heart. I know how it looks like and how it feels like. And it will be coming. It will be coming. It takes a bit more time, but it will be coming. So all my life long, I was seeing how I can participate in making the world a better one. And it was a lot through expression, through my body and my voice. Yeah. Thank you for asking the question.
I just want to say that I just felt such a visceral realness about you. And I was just wondering, how you got there. Because I'm a very visceral person myself with a long journey as well. So I really appreciate your honesty and going into those hard places.
Mm. Yeah. So maybe if there is there any other question? Otherwise, I would start to invite you to make an experience. It's an experiment because normally authentic movement, it has to be done in the same space with the bodies together. It's much easier if you're really together, if it's not the digital space. So this is an experiment for me, and I see if it's going to work. But as you are all in your own spaces, you are in your own safe spaces, we can make this experiment for an authentic movement session for yourself. And I just will lead you a bit into your bodies with closed eyes, and then you will have some time where you're just on your own, moving as your body wants to move and sounding as your voice wants to sound. If you're muted, nobody hears, so you can really go for it if you don't have neighbors who are bothered. And it's really learning to follow your body's impulses, to being led by your body. And he tells you, if like with animals, for example, if an animal is chased by a lion, for example, a gnu, and it can escape, they shake out the fear, so it's shaken out, and then it's gone. They don't have it anymore. But with humans, as if we're in shock, we hold it and we tense the muscles. And that's the problem. If the tension gets chronical, we are more and more into freeze. That's what trauma makes, that we're in freeze. And that's why so not enough people are going out and making the word a better word, because so many people are in freeze. So that's why I think that this is a good practice to lose up the freeze. And what it needs is first to address the freeze, to address that we have muscles tensed, to address how does frustration feel in the body actually, and then using that as a portal to liveliness. So whatever is in your bodies, whatever symptoms, whatever emotions are portals to liveliness, and to become joyful again, even in the worst situations, to find joy and peace within. So are you ready to start? Or is there still a question? Yeah? So I invite you to close your eyes. And to become aware of your breath. Is your breath calm, or is your breath shaking? Just close the eyes. Where is your breath easily flowing in your body? Where is your breath not so easily flowing? And if there are places in your body where you don't feel that the breath can easily flow, put your hands on there, or you put your hands on the body where you feel like it needs attention. Just to offer this part of the body attention. And see how it is if you're just there, if you're just connecting to this part of yourself. Breathing, making space, inner space. Befriending with it. And where the breath is, there is life. And where the attention is, there's breath. And then see if there's little micro movements coming from there. And let those micro movements happen inside, or maybe they even go to the outside. I have a little shaking in my body right now. Or maybe it goes circling your spine, or whatever movement your body wants to make. And then see if there is also a sound. You could make a humming sound or whatever sound is connected to this place and that feeling. That's the sound that's coming up with me, but you can have your complete own sound. And let it free, let your sound freely come out of your mouth. And see if the shoulders want to move or the head. And if you have space in your room, you can also lay on the floor if that helps, or move in the room. Maybe you want to shake the whole body. And give yourself the space to really let your body move. And it helps to have the eyes closed so that you're really connected to your inner world and your inner movement. Whatever it needs to release, what is in your body, what shakes your body, or what is held in your body, give it space to release. It can be something very small and it can be something bigger. Mm. And let it flow and let the voice come out without need to be shy. Nobody listens to you. You can really let it out. And see if you can stay aware of the movement that you are doing, that is happening through you, like breath is happening through you. So take another 2 minutes to kind of find an ending, but 2 minutes is quite a while, so you can still go on, but that you know in 2 minutes we will come together again. And slowly, slowly come back. If you are on the floor, slowly, slowly roll up into standing. Mm. And we're coming together in the group. Hi. You look different already. You definitely look different. Yeah. Does anybody want to share something about their experience right now? If something worked for you, if you could find an inner movement and a movement of the body and the sound. You have to unmute if you want to talk. Mm. Mm. My ear
Yeah.
or my
I was aware that I stopped moving and there's like the word that I would use is whale, is a whale, not like the animal, but like WAIL, like that's so uh, deep that it's beyond sound. I have this sense that if I started the wail in me, that it would never stop. So I didn't start.
Oh. Mm.
It's a wail I touch that has been in my cells since I think before I was born.
Mm. Mm. Mm.
There's a sound that I can say. It's my own sound or song. Um, it's like this. Uh, Yenuha, Yenuha, Hanu, Hanu, Yenuha, Hanu, Hanu, Yenuha, 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 Hana, Yenuha, Hanu, Hanu, Yenuha, ha, ha. Ah.
Whoa. Thank you so much. Wow. Mm. Thank you. Hmm. I think those songs want to get out of they want to get out of us. We need to express those very deep old songs. They have to come out of us. Right. They're calling us together. David?
Just there's Malcha in the chat writing, I'm not feeling ready to talk. So much energy is moving. Some interesting deep sounds emerging. So just wanting to presence that voice.
I didn't understand. What do you feel in the space? Some malcha? What is malcha?
No, I said that Malcha, who is here with us, wrote in the chat, and I just wanted to read it so that everyone can also presence her, even though she doesn't speak, to read her her reflection to your question of bringing back how it was. Yeah.
Can you read it once again, please?
Yes. She's writing, I'm not feeling ready to talk. So much
Mm.
energy is moving. Some
Okay.
interesting deep sounds emerged, which
Okay.
feels very much connected to what we just heard coming through to
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
Thank you, Malcha.
Thank you.
Yeah, I also want to express something. I lied on the floor because I think I'm not. I tried to move. I tried to shake because I'm really. Uh, this this is familiar with me, and at the same time I'm now in the hunger strike, and I just was on the. I just lied on the floor, and I had the feeling that I fall and fall and fall and fall and fall, and this was just this feeling of, okay, I fall and I don't know where is the ground, but I've got trust that the ground is not hard. And but I fall all the time, and I had no energy for nearly anything. Nothing feels right, even when I tried. So yeah, this was my feeling. Thank you.
And how do you feel now, Felix?
I feel more connected to myself.
Mhm.
I feel that it's okay. Yesterday, I really tried to dance because this is also something where I can really heal with. Um, but it was, for me, it's now so hard. It's for the last four, yeah, the whole hunger strike is for me. I can't really dance. It's
Mm.
so hard to get in this stage of feel that it feels like it feels before it. And yeah, because it's my um it's the best thing I know. It's hard for me to don't access it right now so much.
Actually, can I say something to
Please.
you? Actually, it's really good if there is exhaustion to really allow the exhaustion to be there.
Mm.
And if there's just wanting to lie, to completely allow the lying, but 100%.
Mm.
Whatever arises, whatever is there, to allow it 100%. And then amazing stuff can happen from there. That's like a real kind of a devotion to what is through the body statement, right? It's a very strong energetical space because we go into empty space and we allow to arise what's there and to be with it 100% as anyhow you're doing it. But yeah, and
Yeah,
then yeah.
for me it's so hard to go on this empty valley of where is nearly nothing for me.
Mm,
Um this is I've got so much fear. I really tried to fix this. This
mm,
is a really, really hard practice to allow this emptiness in me,
mm, mm.
with the emptiness space.
And the empty space is the space from which creativity arises. That's the space of not knowing,
Yeah, so the falling.
falling, or the river,
Well,
or
I've
the
to nothing. I've This is the emptiness. I fall into this emptiness and yeah, this is the feeling. Yeah.
wind. Is there anyone else who wants to share? Thank you, Felix. Is there anyone else who wants to share their experience from now?
Um, I I just want to say I'm holding Felix.
Mm,
There's a big environ around him,
mm,
and it's full of rising clouds. I don't know how to say it.
mm,
Just trying to, just feeling that the space holding Felix and
mm,
all of us.
Ah,
mm,
ah,
mm,
Mm.
mm, mm,
I had a couple experiences. It was interesting because I noticed that the breath didn't go into my knees. It just didn't go, and I'm not a very physical person. I'm more cerebral, and I realized that that lack of movement, there's something that's just like stuck. Let's put it that way. And in terms of the sound, it was like just it was just a very um it wasn't loud. It was just a release of of I guess internal, not so much, um not pain, but um, just it was just like just to let that, whatever it is, just to let it out, just the that kind of feeling. I think it's important that I articulate what the feeling is.
Mm.
um I guess I can't quite articulate it now. It's just like um how hard life is, how hard life is. uh
Mm.
uh and to let that out, and to know that it's there, and to experience it, I think was very powerful.
Thank you very much. Yeah. Mm. Mm. I just want to add some information. Yeah, that authentic movement is also the bearing witness, the relationship between the mover and the witness. So, like now, you are who are in the hunger strike, you're also witnessed. I feel it's so important, the global witnessing of what's going on, so that people know they are not alone, they are witnessed. And in authentic movement, it's also that you're witnessed in what's ever going on with you, whatever pain you're going through, whatever joy you're going through, whatever sadness or exhaustion, it's witnessed. And afterwards it can be expressed. So the mover starts to express, and then he can have a feedback from the witness, which is very strong to bring awareness in whatever arises, to share that and to create a bond, a relationship, which is based on authenticity and realness. And this helps a lot not to tend to go into ideology, or to tend to make the others the other, the wrong ones. So if you're really connected and have a witness and make this bond of expressing and telling each other what we see as a real, as we are in the real moment now, no war would be possible if you would practice that all.
Mhm.
It's a strong integration practice for our shadow parts, and acknowledging whatever's there, and not losing ourselves in ideologies or in illusions. And I think it's also strong, this idea of global witnessing. And it does something like now, it does a lot to me to be witnessing, to just seeing and hearing you, May, and David and Felix. It touches me so much that it brings your energy here to Berlin, and it will continue here in Berlin. And when we do this ritual now with the Women's Peace Festival, we are going into a cave. And it's a very, very strong acupuncture point on earth, this cave. And we are kind of calling in a power there with sound, with singing, and with a shaman. So I also have the feeling when we're doing that, it's kind of reverberating through the earth, through the matrix of the earth. Like I have the feeling when now people are in the Zoom who are from other countries, as I see from Colorado and other countries, that it will I cross over there. It makes waves wherever we are. And for me, it's such a strong thing you're doing right now, and it's a bit tough for me to see you, like uh, to see what it does to you as well, and I see your strength in that, and I just have to say that it moves me a lot.
Mm. My dear Susan, I also wish to read Malka. She
What?
wrote that Malka again wrote that she would like to bring her voice, but without talking, without the use of words, as it will take her away from her experience, but wanting to bring the sound that
Yeah.
came to her.
She wants to bring it in now, the sound
Mm.
that we heard. Hear it.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank
Okay.
you. Thank you.
Wow, so strong. Mm. I would also like to share a sound with you that's coming right now. Breathing, breathing. There's a strong energy in the space. Just breathe. Mm. I could propose something else, but I'm not sure if it's not too much. So tell me if you're open for something more. So I would invite you that we have breakout rooms. So we are couples, two, and one of you is witnessing that he is pure presence or she is pure presence, just connecting through feeling, but just sitting and being pure presence. And the other one is letting herself or himself being moved with closed eyes and being sounded. And it's 5 minutes. You have 5 minutes space to be moved and sounded. And then there is a moment of exchange, feedback exchange, where everybody has 3 minutes. First, the mover will talk, and then the witness will talk what they experienced. And it's important there to be as precise as possible in describing what you heard, what you felt, and what you saw. So this is a practice for the inner witness and the outer witness. And speaking about your experiences is helping to integrate it into your consciousness. Does it make sense? Thank you. Thank you for going into this experiment on Zoom. I never did that on Zoom. How was it working for you? Do you want just to hear some voices? The witness mover connection, how did that work? Did you feel seen? Yeah, Micah.
It was a beautiful gift. I felt seen, I saw, and it's just a opening up the channel to loving.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So thank you.
Mm. Thank you too. Anyone else?
I have a new friend.
Who's that?
Can I share? The German Jewish thing. We think it's only Israeli Palestinian. It's German Jewish. You know, so it's powerful.
Mm.
So yeah, it's Maya and David, you guys, you know, you're creating these relationships. Not you, but it's happening.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we're doing it, but so yeah, connection.
Connection.
AI?
And noch?
Yes. Like Evelyn, I can say that I have a new friend. I don't want to share the name if she want to. It's okay. Uh, it happened that first we share how we felt in the session, and it went out that both of us uh, we like it, but we were not so much connected, and we prefer not to do it.
Mhm.
But instead, we talked and we share a lot. And I think that we became friends. And I don't know how you say it in English. Maybe somebody can translate, but in Hebrew, this is my language. We said from lo lishma, it's mishma. It's, I mean, you do something not for intention, but then came the intention. So we we were in the same room in order to make an exercise, make body movement and sound. We didn't do it, but we made some other thing which was good as it is.
Great. Mm-hmm.
Thank you very much, Susanne.
Mm. Tamara, is there anything you want to share? Or are you all right? Good. Mm. Yeah, so wow. I'm impressed. I'm really impressed by you guys. And wow. Yeah, I'm by the energy that's coming together here and the willingness to connect and the willingness to show up and the presence. And wow, I'm impressed. Thank you so much. Mm. So, anyhow, this authentic space, how I would say it's a lifelong practice, and it could be through talking, it could be through touching, it could be through lying, moving, sounding. It can have so many forms. It's rather about the willingness of entering an empty space of not knowing, and then life can happen from there on. That's the most important thing. And also the relationship through witnessing and seeing each other, hearing each other, like really with whatever is there. that's what's so wonderful. And yeah, so thank you very much.
Hmm. Thank you. Thank you, dear, for a very powerful and
Oh,
heart moving and voices bringing. It's in our culture, we have something called a hazij, and it's voices and songs our grandmothers used to sing for their children who either were lost in war or lost in war or gone because of the war. And one of them that I remember very much because my grandmother lost two of her children, it says, يا ليل ما أطولك مشيتني حافي ميزان ما أتقلك هديت لي كتافي. Oh night, how long are you? You have rubbed on my skin. And it's to us to remember all of these voices and to bring all of these voices, to sing them back to life, to freedom, to healing, to remembering, to your voices that you brought to us, Myra, Malka, Susan, and others. 35 days of hunger, and this is what feeds us. Your presence feeds us every day. You coming feeds us. You believing feeds us. The knowledge that each one of you brings to us, the remembering feeds us, makes it bearable to see the bones and shake the head. The soul is stronger and the temple is walking its journey. And it's an honor. It's an honor to be with you. It's an honor to have SATYAM begin when a war starts. And it's an honor that this is where we are sitting. And I continue to say it again and again. It's an honor. It's an honor that we are here. It's an honor. This is what we choose. It's an honor. This is what we are chosen for. That we have it in our freedom and power to choose this, to see the other and remind the other and hold and heal with the other and rise and resist and hunger and speak for the other as oneself, exactly as the reflection of oneself. Exactly who I am is of you. I belong to you. There is no belonging without this presence of yours. There is no belonging of unless it's in this. And it's to close it, to remind all of you to continue to join, to continue to follow, to continue to share this, to share your hearts, to bring this dialogue that we hold in this Zoom as a gift to your friends and your neighbors and family, as also a remembrance that we carry like the light to give to others in each conversation that we carry, in each presence that we are at each meal, at each table that we are sitting, to say, to name Gaza, to name the hostages, to name the remembrance, to remind people how do we stand and how do we honor each other. David and Felix just shared the links for you. Please also copy and paste them to your friends, to groups that you know. Bring yourself to support the hunger strike with your stories, your teaching, through your media, through sharing it also with others. In Satyam, we are same on this ground, holding a lot. The space is open, the community space is open, and it's an invitation. We continue to say, come until you feel it's home and you don't need an invitation, but you just walk. But we say, welcome, welcome to support, welcome to be, welcome to come and give of the gifts that are given to you, so we may all uprise toward Gaza and the hostages, toward ending this oppression, no matter where we are, to encourage each other, to continue and to roar louder. So thank you. Thank you, Susan. Thank you for the community that you belong also to, that I was hosted and healed and met with a lot of voices, and my voice was heard loud and I was seen. Thank you, love. Thank you for carrying this. Thank you for saying yes and coming. It's an honor.
Oh,
Shukran. You all.
Susanne, oh, such an honor to be here with you. Thank you so much.
My dear, thank you. Thank you. David, do you have
Much
something to
love.
add? Hmm. Thank you. Thank you. It's an honor, dear. Thank you. Greetings to everyone there.
Yes.
I will talk about your project on the festival.
My dear, we send you prayers, we send you healing. We are with you. We are with you. Thank you. Thank you all. And we see you tomorrow. And we encourage you to bring others tomorrow, to call a friend and say, come, a family and say, stay, come, come, come. Let's be together. Let's be together. Layana, dear, I see.
Yes, I was wondering, could we have the text of what you wrote
Yes,
that you
yes,
said?
yes. I'll send it to our group. Yes,
Thank you.
yes. Thank you.
And I'm
Thank you.
wondering if I can just a melody is coming through.
Yes,
I
please.
had
I
the
was
I had
just
the
about to invite. Thank you. Yes, yes.
well, this is well, we'll see. It's an authentic offering.
Welcome. We'll see you tomorrow, dears. Thank you.
Hey, nine, 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 ya, ya, da, da, ya, da, 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 ya, da, da, hi, da, da, ya, hi, da, ya, da, 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 ya, ya, da, da. Hi, da, 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 na, na. Hi, da, ya, da, 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 ya, da, da, da. Hi, da, 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 da. Hi, da, ya, da, 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 da. Ya, ya, da, da. Hi, da, da, da. Ya, da, 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 da. Hi, da, da.
Oh, beautiful. Thank you. Mm. Mm.
You. Thank you. Good night. Bye.
Good night.
Thank you, Hanoch.
Thank you, Anoch. Yeah. Bye bye.
Bye. Thank you, everybody. It was just very special to be here.
Mm.
You have a
Thank
lovely-
you. Thank you. Thank you, dears, for being
I'm
with us.
waiting to come. I mean, what am I waiting for? I'm waiting for the Messiah.
You are the Messiah.
Oh my
Yes.
God, Mashiach, Mashiach. Oh my
That's what
God.
we're waiting for.
We are the
Come.
Messiah.
Bye bye. I'm leaving.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Susanne.
Bye, David.
Thank
Bye,
you.
everybody. You were gorgeous.
Bye.